Welcome to the Crystal Self-Healer Podcast. I'm Carissa Weaver. On this podcast, we blend the magic of crystals with the science of psychology to help you break free from chaos, ditch the overwhelm, and master your emotions so you can have more energy, get more done, and feel better every day. Get ready to unlock your intuition and restore your true power as we cover how you can transform your life using crystals and self-awareness. Are you ready to get started? All right, let's go. Have you ever felt despondent or resigned to the fact that nothing ever seems to go your way? Like the classic Eeyore character in Winnie the Pooh who wanders around predicting for and then experiencing the negative. While living under a gray cloud can be adorable in a children's book, it takes a toll when it's your lived experience. If you feel like you're constantly living life behind the 8-ball and you don't enjoy the benefits of your desired results, grab your crystal and listen in. We're going to explore the link between negative thoughts and negative outcomes. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clear path to shift your reality and experience more of the positive outcomes you desire. There's this fun little thing that happens in your neural pathways when you focus on negative thoughts. It's based on what's known as Hebb's theory. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Simply put, this means the more you think about a particular thought, the more that neural pathway becomes ingrained. Our brains thrive on ease, so these thoughts effectively become habits. The more you think a certain thought, the more your memory will serve it up to you, making it your mind's default setting. And here's where it links to experiencing life as an Eeyore. Our brains can operate like beautifully targeted computer programs. One of these phenomena is called the confirmation bias, which is where your brain is actively looking for a certain outcome. When the identified target is benign, like a newfound appreciation for a particular car or article of clothing, you won't think much of it other than notice how many people actually have that car or piece of clothing. But when you couple the forged neural pathways that serve up negative thoughts with the confirmation bias, your brain will identify and show you the exact thing that brings you emotional, mental, or physical distress. Your brain will then go look for the evidence to prove the negative thought you're repeating in your mind. The card inspiration today is the Fool as the energy to release from a recent crystal and tarot forecast inside the Charmed community. The Fool is traditionally interpreted to encompass innocence, naivety, beginnings, and risk, which may leave you scratching your head here, but if you stick with me, it will all make sense in a minute. When you look at the imagery of the card, you see an individual with their nose in the air, unaware of their surroundings, as they are mere steps away from stepping off the edge of a cliff. At their heels is a little white dog, presumably yapping at the Fool to warn this individual of the impending danger. So the innocence here is the unexamined, often blind trust in the habitual negative thoughts, so much so that you don't even realize how they are clouding your judgment or keeping you unaware of alternate ways of being. And that's what the dog yapping at the heels could potentially be offering to the central figure. You don't know where you're programmed if you don't know you're programmed. You innocently go along with whatever thoughts are being served up because you don't know different. You don't know about the mechanisms, or you can't hear the alternative, even if there are warnings being given to you. Negative thoughts, especially when they're followed with proof of negative outcomes, stop you from taking action. When you look to the past to determine your future, you obviously can't determine whether you'll be successful for something you've never done. So if you're looking for a direct causal link between the skills you have today and the way you'll do it in the future, your brain can't produce that, and here you sit, telling yourself you don't know how or can't get started. When you shift from looking for a direct past experience to the growth mindset approach, that makes all the difference here. One where you encourage yourself to give airtime to thoughts other than the negative ones. Instead of focusing on whether you've done a specific thing before with accuracy or perfection, focus on how you've adapted, changed, and grown through other circumstances and situations from your past. The other day, I was talking with my daughter as she was filling out her first job applications, and she was stumped with the sections asking about her past experience. Her black and white approach to this was that she didn't have past employment, so she had no experience. She was deep in her Eeyore experience, with her focus being her lack of experience. Much to her surprise, when the question was phrased in a different way, she now had a plethora of experience to share because it was about looking for the relevance and relatability instead of the validation that she'd done a specific task. We're afraid to take risks too, so we choose to play small or aim for less, again, feeding the negative loop. We all have free will in this life and the ability to choose something other than the negative thought loops we're stuck within. Interrupting the patterns and dismantling the hold the past predictors and negative thought loops have. Start by giving equal time to the non-negative thoughts. It won't be easy at first, but the more you choose the better feeling thoughts, the ones that empower you to try new things or see things through a different lens, the more you create new neural pathways in your brain, ultimately makes it easier for your brain to serve up better feeling thoughts in the future. The crystal I'm offering to support you in breaking the link between negative thoughts and negative outcomes is Smoky Quartz, and here's why. When you're stuck in the loop of negative thoughts and negative outcomes, your very thoughts are the source of the worry and disconnection. The grounding property of Smoky Quartz will counteract that energy and help you anchor into yourself in a more rooted way, allowing you to settle into yourself and your experience without the need to run away. Smoky Quartz has the ability to absorb negative energy and vibrations while transmuting them into positive ones. This will symbolically and energetically support you in spotting the negative loop and shift it so you can start giving more airtime to the positive thoughts and outcomes you desire. There's a level of discomfort and apprehension that comes from noticing how your thoughts affect you. Smoky Quartz will provide you energetic protection and emotional soothing as you navigate the truth of your thought patterns. You'll feel less resistance to the blind acceptance of them, which allows you to begin reprogramming your brain with new neural pathways. With the clearing of the mental fog, Smoky Quartz allows alternate ways of being and thinking to not be hidden behind the habitual negative thoughts. This allows you clarity around your existing thought patterns and the ability to see through the confirmation bias. So here's a ritual you can do that will help you in giving airtime to better feeling thoughts. You'll need paper, pen, and a Smoky Quartz. With your pen, draw a line in the center of the page from the top of the page to the bottom, splitting the page into 2 equal sections. Find a quiet moment where you can hold your Smoky Quartz and take some slow, deep breaths. Relax into your body and the surface you are on. Let the grounding energy of the crystal settle any mental chatter or angst. When you feel a sense of rooting, bring your awareness to the thoughts that are moving through your mind. As they pass through your mind, watch them with a sense of curiosity. Avoid arguing or trying to stop them. Just let them come and go. Spend a few moments here, and when ready, place your crystal at the top of your paper. On the left, write down the thoughts that passed through your mind as you were sitting in contemplation. Continue with the sense of curiosity and pick the first thought that has a negative tone. Consider the possibility that there is a different thought that could be true. Use the following framing of, "It's possible that," and then finish the sentence with an opposite or positive thought. For example, if your thought is, "Nothing goes my way," write that on the left, and then on the right-hand side of the page, write, "It's possible that some things go my way." Go through each of the negative thoughts and find the bridge thoughts that feel more aligned with a positive outcome you desire. When finished, fold the paper and place it under your smoky quartz on your altar, or carry it with you to revisit as the negative thoughts pop up in your consciousness. Practice focusing on the reframed "it's possible" thoughts every time you notice a negative thought pop up, and continue moving the needle toward a more positive thought process every day. Today's pairing of the Fool with Smoky Quartz is from a recent crystal and tarot forecast inside the Charmed community. I invite you to join me in this free space where I share these readings weekly to help you align your energy and focus your week. You'll also get the opportunity to connect with others who are exploring their growth and creating change in their lives just like you. Join us for free. The link is in the show notes. And if you're tired of being on an emotional roller coaster, constantly juggling everything in your life, and you want to be part of a space that holds you in your healing, a space where you could feel seen, supported, and connected, I would love to have you join me inside the Crystal Self-Healer Members Portal. It's where we go beyond the weekly guidance and we apply it to your life, equipping you with the tools, resources, and support to build your confidence in crystal healing and emotional self-care. Inside, you get personalized coaching, healing sessions, rituals, and everything you need to truly empower yourself to live with more ease and alignment. Visit my website, 3charmedgems.com, or click the link in the show notes to learn more and join me. It's time to stop living at the mercy of emotional triggers and start living in spiritual integrity. The Crystal Self-Healer Members Portal is where that shift begins. Find your clarity and come home to yourself. Today's episode has been brought to you by the Fool, Smoky Quartz, and Confirmation Bias. May we all see through the fog of our conditioning so we can reprogram more positive neural pathways. Blessed be, my friends. All right, my friends, that wraps up this week's episode. Thank you for joining me here today on the Crystal Self-Healer podcast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, leave a review, and take the What Crystal is Best for You quiz linked in the show notes. Join me again next week as we continue to demystify crystals, how your brain works, and how you can use them so you can have more energy, get more done, and feel better every day.